Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. And today I'll be reading a multi-character listener by me. So let's get into it. Scaramouche. This probably happened in the first month of your relationship. Scare wasn't that good at expressing his own emotions, and usually left things until they boiled up, which allowed for more potential for fights to happen. And this was a particularly bad fight. Not to mention, he wasn't used to being all kind and loving yet. Of course, the kindness was inside. But the thing is, he had grown so used to the cold exterior he'd built up, to the way he had treated people, as if they were simply beneath him. So it wasn't like simply loving you was going to change all of that in one moment. It was going to take time, and that was reasonable. But of course, it did not excuse any of his actions or make them hurt any less. Skara, I don't know what you're talking about. I've been trying my best to adjust, but things are difficult. I thought you would understand, he said calmly, but he looked like he was teething, and he was on the edge. Look, Vyan, I don't know why you try to play dance, but it's not a matter of whether you can or not. It's not a matter of discussion. It's an order, Vyan. And who do you think you are to order me around? He retaliated, not liking the way he spoke to you. Of course, no one would. Why was he even acting that way? But then, he wasn't backing down. Instead, he acted like he said nothing wrong. I'm stronger than you, Ion, and I know much more. So it would be the smartest option to listen to me. And what if I don't? What if I don't want to? I have feelings too, Scaramouche. Don't you understand that? Well, just because you're stupid, I don't have to understand. You're just being irrational, he yelled, and kept going until he screamed at you. And that's when you started to cry, stopping, all the fight going out of you. The Scaramouche stared in stunned silence. He never thought he would make you cry. He never thought that this was going to get so far. It was only because he panicked about someone hurting you, because of how the Fatui were targeting him. If he stayed low for a little bit, then it would be fine. And he wants you to understand that too. It would only be a few weeks of being careful, and then the threat of danger is gone. He doesn't understand why you insist on worrying him so much, and he can't take it if anything happens to you. But you couldn't see his point at all, and instead of being able to explain it to you, he fought because of his anger and his fear. And that's how he brought you to tears. He held your hand gently in his, kissing your palm as he cried softly. Lion, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry, he whispered, feeling guilty. But you let him hold your hand, and he kept kissing it, gentle, and then looked into your eyes. Let me make it up to you. I promise I can. Just give me a chance. Xiao? Xiao can be really snappy sometimes, but he was kind at heart. He just didn't know how to deal with people, and did not understand some of the things as some humans did. They were simply superficial or too sentimental for him, though he wouldn't admit that he has some similarities with those things as well. It was complicated. But with you, he was able to acquaint himself with those things more, and be able to admit that he too may share some feelings with regular humans. He thought he was too different and too scary, but you reminded him that he too can love and can be sentimental, and it will not make him weaker than he is. He was able to love that and admire that. But fights were unavoidable in any relationship. But this one was particularly bad, and maybe it could have gone out better. but it is what it is. You can't change it. And as if he showered now, trying to calm him down, you doubt you'll be able to. Xiao, look, I didn't mean anything by what I said. You did, Wayan. You just wanted to humiliate me. I didn't want to humiliate you. I thought, I don't know, I thought you wouldn't mind. Well, you thought wrong. You weren't thinking of anyone but yourself. I wasn't thinking of myself, Xiao. You don't get it. You don't see things my way. And you hardly even try. You yelled back. And that's when Xiao had that rage-filled look in his eyes. Right, because I'm the selfish one here. I'm the one who only ever thinks that what she wants is right. I'm the only one who thinks that I should do everything my way. And he went on and on, until he screamed at you, telling you that he was sick of this, sick of trying to make everything work your way. And that's when you stared at him, and began to cry. Xiao staring right back in stunned silence. He had no idea why he was yelling like that, why he was so angry. But looking at you right now as you cried, it made him realize that whatever anger that was, it was not important enough to make you cry like this. He still felt guilty that he still was not able to look into your eyes, though. But, meanwhile, even though you knew he was wrong for expressing his feelings this way, he knew that some of the things he said were right. Sometimes you were selfish. Sometimes you never even tried to see his way of things, or tried to indulge him. So, he wasn't completely mistaken about that. So at the same time, you both say those two words. I'm sorry. They stare back at each other for a little bit more before you start laughing. You know, next time don't scream at me like that. I know I was wrong, but it scares me. Xiao wasn't able to laugh at that, so he went over to your side, wrapped his arms around you tightly, and kissed your cheek. I know. I'm sorry, Mayan. No matter how right or wrong I was, I should never have the right to scream at you like this. I was overreacting, and I blew things out of proportion. You shook your head, kissing his cheek. It's fine. It happens. But try not to make it happen again. Alright? Okay then. I love you. And I love you too.